Hello. As someone who's moved from the UK car scene into the Finnish car scene, I'm often asked, how does the other one compare? I think it's relatively easy to see how the UK car scene looks, maybe not so easy to see how the Finnish car scene looks, and in particular, some of the interesting characters that are in the Finnish car scene, who's who I want to talk to and introduce you to. Some are more entertaining than others. If you're in the video, you're one of them. If you're not, try harder next time. The scene in Finland is a little bit more mysterious and clouded, much like the weather, but hopefully I can try and give some insight into what happens here, because I think the car scene in Finland is some of the best. There is some truly innovative ideas going on and some seriously creative builders producing some mega work. That's not at the detriment to some of the lower end stuff, which we'll touch on. You'll see in this video where we talk to Ulla Kulju, who I think is one of the most inspirational people that you've never met. I hope you enjoy this.
So we should probably touch on what some of your achievements are.
Well, how much do we have time?
Let's start at the top and then we'll water it down, because the progress will naturally go there if I remember rightly how our previous chats have gone. So your crowning achievement is not one but 2 world championships.
Yes, in the 600 cc's motorcycles in circuit racing.
Circuit racing.
Yes. Yeah. But then before that, I was building cars. So there it is.
There we go.
there we go. Show cars. I was competing with sailboats, multi-hulls. I was competing in alpine skiing in the Paralympic level. But I only got to the podium of European champions.
Oh, only.
Only, yeah. Then I was
cross-country skiing wasn't your thing.
No, it never is. it's never
even before.
No, not even before. No. Then I was riding horses, snowboarding, paragliding, of course, because that's obvious. Yeah, I think maybe that covers it.
Really starts to cover it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I did mention before that the motorcycles are the crowning pinnacle of it, but there's so much more to this story than that's in there. What did you have to keep you motivated other than just?
I think it already started when, after I got disabled, paralyzed in the snowboarding. That didn't go well. So after I got paralyzed, I was in the rehabilitation center in Helsinki. And I saw a lot of course, similar situations that I had. They were young people, freshly paralyzed, and I saw a lot of giving up. And I decided one night, I was watching my roommate struggle, and she was crying in the bed next to me, and I decided that I'm not going to end up in that situation. I need to learn to live with this. I need to learn to manage on my own, independent, strong woman. Yeah.
The adapt, improvise, overcome philosophy.
Yeah, exactly. And then I also understood really early on that no one is coming to get you from your home to do stuff. You need to do it yourself. If you want to do something, you need to do the work for it. And if you really want something, you need to do a lot of work on the background to make it happen. And no one's going to invent those things to you. So if it's not there, then go ahead and build it yourself. Make it happen.
That's another part of your personality, I'd say, that's been quite borderline inspirational, really. But as somebody who likes engineering and tinkering, but that's very much you, isn't it?
Yes.
Are you an engineer?
Yes, I am actually. I have actually one bachelor's degrees in naval architecture and boat manufacturing engineering. I have 2 master's degrees. One is in race motorcycle engineering, and the other one is business management. Well, that's kind of a side job.
That's the side hustle.
Yeah. But the thing is that when I got paralyzed, an hour before my accident, I got a call from my mom saying that I got into the entrance exam of airplane mechanic school, and I had to do the entrance exams in the hospital. and I got in. And of course, I didn't want to give up at that point. So one day after I was released from the rehab,
Sorry, that shouldn't be funny, but
yeah, I know it sounds.
you were in rehab and I got released from rehab. Okay.
Yeah, but when I got out, it doesn't even breathe. It's even worse.
It's fine.
It's fine.
You went to rehab.
Next day I started studying to be an airplane mechanic. Of course, I understood quite fast that it's not impossible, but it would be very difficult.
Limited.
Yes, very difficult to find job on that field from Finland at least. Yeah. And then I decided that, well, at least maybe I can design the airplanes, so why not? So I went to another school and then had another vocational degree on information technology and started doing 3D modeling and 2D modeling and engineering basically. And that's kind of where it all started. So
you really did decide that night you weren't stopping for anybody.
Yeah. and then I noticed that I can do a lot of those stuff that I'm missing from this world to make it happen, to make me be able to have all the sports and all the things that I want to do. So then it was basically just starting to invent ways of how can I do it. With you, we have always discussed about this. We don't do problems, we do only solutions. And that's kind of it. So there are no problems, you can only have solutions. And
it's can't or how.
Exactly.
Pick one.
Exactly. And if it seems to be impossible, then maybe just neither rethink it other way around and find a solution. So
like when I was a kid, there was I remember the big billboard at the side, and one of them was somebody in a wheelchair that was abseiling down a cliff, and it just said "can't" as a 4-letter word.
Yeah.
And that was kind of between that and my stepfather's engineering of building stuff, and it was just always like you just have to figure a way through.
Exactly. Yeah, and of course I've been now in a wheelchair for 23 years, so things were different. Technological stuff wasn't so far as we are now. So basically now, today, everything's possible. There's always some piece already of the technology already there. You just have to find it or build it or
expand.
Exactly. So 20 years ago, it might have been a bit difficult to do something, and you had to be quite like engineering your own stuff.
More rudimentary.
Exactly. But nowadays it's super easy, and we have all the internet access. All the information is there. You just have to find it, and if it's there, you can always buy it, modify it, or then if you need something in between, then just do it.
change it to suit however you want there. Because I remember your last bike before I brought you some souvenir before you went to, was it Le Mans circuit to do the last one there? You had designed and made your own seat for the bike that was moving. What was the purpose of?
We engineered this sliding seat. It was fully 3D printed on one piece, so it was kind of a cool thing either way. And it was moving 5 centimeters from side by side, and then 5 centimeters back and forth. So then,
how did you move that on the bike while you were?
Well, actually, the aerodynamics and physics did the job. So I didn't actually have to do anything. I was then stuck on that sliding seat with the Velcro. And basically I just had to be dead center so that I could know how much I had the movement. And then when you started leaning, the gravity took you there, and when you pull up the bike, it will come like center. And then of course when you accelerate, you will be going
able to slide back.
And when you brake, of course, you're going to come slamming.
Goes back to our previous discussion that physics makes sense, maths not so much.
Exactly. so this is all explained. So and to go with those, I always struggled with keeping my legs on place.
Okay.
I didn't want to strap them because that's of course a bit dangerous, and I didn't want to use the race bicycle
spuds.
Yeah, because we did try them on our first prototype bike that I had that I invented for the road, for the street, to be a street legal bike, but it didn't. If you fell down, it didn't open because you need to turn your. So it was kind of, I don't want to go with the bike. You want to ditch the bike, So we ended up inventing these 3D printed how do you know that I bought a 3D printer? so the 3D printed piece that goes into the normal set of your race bike fit
Pegs.
tags, and then there was just 2 neon dome magnets, and you had counter magnets on your shoe, so it was easy. And of course, in those slip and slide situation where you might move and lose your leg, then there was an option that I could just grab my leg and I
put it close.
It didn't need to go straight into anything. It was close enough, and
the sheer magnetism takes.
Yeah, so those went well together, because then the bike started to be also safe, if racing can be called safe, but safer.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
Yeah, those were the 2 main issues in that sense. Of course, on the street bike situation, we discovered the stopping is a no-go for me.
How do you stop at the racetrack? You just come back to the pits?
Yeah, I come back to the pits. And in the starting, when I was starting, we had... I had a mic in my helmet, and then I had the tag in so that I could just push it on my thumb, and I could say to the guys on the pit that I'm coming in, and they knew that I was coming, and then we just agreed that where we were going to meet.
Catch me if you can.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, all the marshals knew that if I crash out, they know that I'm not going to either stand up, or if they can catch me, it's always a good thing. Yeah. So it wasn't in that sense a problem, but on the street, that was a problem. There was no make to catch me when I had to stop. But to that bike, I also had designed these. I don't know what to call it, like steering
stabilizers.
Yeah,
training wheels.
Training wheels, exactly. And they were small, and you could electrically flip them up and then put them down. But it was a bit work in progress, and I never kind of finalized it to actually be able to ride on the streets. And then somebody stole the bike.
Bar stewards.
Exactly.
Try and keep it as clean as we can there. So let's go. The idea of this being that the Finnish car scene. Are you still around the Finnish car scene? Do you still follow people in it?
Yeah, I do follow the drifting guys and girls.
It's funny looking at, like, for me, being from the UK, there's a lot of the chat in there that the car scene is dead or dying. And I seem to think that in Finland, we are in this like boom at the moment. There is so much going on.
Definitely.
Especially with the drift scene is getting so big, and it's so affordable as well. Everybody's a good guy. Everybody helps each other. So there's no that level gap of I'm not going to help you because I'm higher than you. I'm up here.
Yeah, exactly. You don't see that. It's similar in the motorcycling stuff. In the paddock, everybody's helping everybody. I remember one time I crashed in the first day of one of the Finnish national championship races, and my bike broke. I also broke my leg, but let's not talk about that. Some duct tape and it was fine. But
close enough.
Close enough.
Do you feel the pain in it when that happens?
I do. But you put the duct tape and the shoe on, it's fine. Yeah.
I mean, on that bizarre side, one of my members from my stepfather's race bike team, somebody in race 1 crashed. All they needed was to finish race 2 somewhere in the points to get the Scottish champion. They gaffer taped their hand with a coat hanger to the bar to go out and race.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like the motorcyclists are a different mental breed entirely. It's not.
But on that day, I was struggling to get the parts for my bike, and everybody on the paddock came to help me. All of the colleagues and like the opponents that I should be competing.
All the competitors.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody came and tried to help, and one guy even disassembled parts from his car to help me if it can help. So it was. Would
this get it going?
Yeah. So it was. They did everything to get me back on the track. Of course, we didn't get the bike done, but everybody was working for 4 a.m. Yeah, and then we decided that you guys need some sleep. Then
we called time.
Yeah. So, but that tells the mentality of the paddock and the scene.
Yeah, like it's for me part of the notion of this trying to get this together has been the discussions at home that the car scene is there. Nobody's building cars anymore. Nobody's modifying anything, and I think that's intrinsically untrue. I'd say it's even more available now.
Yes.
I'm not 21 anymore. I remember the max power days in the late 90s and early 2000s when everybody seems to hold that as the holy grail.
Yeah,
but they forget that back then.
Now we are getting we are exceeding that level because
that's what I would like to say. Is like back then, I sold a whole lot of body kits that never got painted and got glued to cars.
Yes.
And to make things work back then was really difficult. You couldn't tune in. Doing an engine swap and making an engine work on a non-native platform was huge. Whereas here, it's the availability to buy an ECU now to run an engine and do whatever you want with it, to turbocharge a non-turbo engine and put it together in a couple of weeks. I mean, like from my own car to change it from the manual 5-speed manual to put the 8-speed automatic in it with a full wiring loom and conversion, that took us 8 days doing it outside of work. That it wasn't a full-time gig. It was like daytime work, and then in the evenings we did that.
Yeah.
I couldn't have done that in 1998.
No, definitely not. And even like getting parts was difficult. I remember that when I was building my Seat Cordoba, I had
living the best life.
Yeah, I had to order the body kit to Sweden, to Haparanda, because I couldn't get it to Finland, and then I had to go and get it from there. So, because they didn't ship it to Finland.
And like nowadays, what you said about 3D printing, you can make trims inside to fit whatever you want to fit.
Exactly. And this homemade engineering, like 3D softwares are more affordable and available to everybody. Anyone can design a full body kit and make it happen. And I think that also the glass fiber and carbon fiber craftsmanship has come up.
Improved and so much more available.
Yeah, everybody knows now how to do it, and it's more affordable, and you can get cooler stuff.
And for smaller things, for example, you can say 3D print a mold.
Exactly.
And even 3D print big molds.
Exactly.
As somebody who is, for better or worse, had many an MX-5, there's groups out there now 3D printing PCs. A giant jigsaw, you can make a hard top for your MX-5.
Exactly. And also now the metal printing is coming and fast. And it's already, of course, available for big companies. It's a bit expensive still. But I've seen that the company that printed the sliding seat for me, they printed a metal version of it. It was so cool. It was so cool.
Did you get it?
No, I just saw it. They use it in the fairs and but it was super cool, and that also showed that you can do really precision stuff already with the metal printing. And and the fine, like you didn't have to do anything. It was finalized parts, so you didn't have to.
It comes out.
Yeah, so you cannot see that there's any of like layers and anything, so it was really good.
That stuff messes with my head so much that you can just 3D print this whole moving thing.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no
from
growing up building made-model aircraft, we had to cut bits and file it and shape it, and it's like now you're just like, there you go.
And you couldn't touch it other than like this. No.
No, don't turn the propeller.
And I do remember when we got the seat, it was made with powder and with the laser. So laser printing and it comes covered, of course, all the internal bits and pieces that should be moving are covered with powder. So we had to hammer it down quite a bit so that we got everything out of it, and then we just sprayed a lot of silicone spray in it so that it's
slippy,
and it's really good.
Very low friction.
Exactly.
Slippy.
Slippy. And we actually did that for the first prototype was for my Yamaha. That actually turned out to be the best. The second one we did with a bit different parameters. It actually could move 8 centimeters from side to side, and it was done to my Honda. And then there was a third prototype, but that I didn't even ever get because it didn't work at all. So we went too far on the engineering, let's say this way. Yeah, but the first one was.
We've gone far away from the discussion about the car scene. But Is there anybody that, I know you said not to ask you this, I'm going to do it. Okay, let's change this up to be like, if you say going around American Car Show the weekend where we were, is there anything from there? I know we didn't get to look at a whole lot of cars because we got cornered by so many people to have conversations with. Both.
But actually, we got all the weirdos together, and I think that was the best thing.
Yeah. I think that was mostly at the Hoovenka stand.
Yes.
At the racetrack stand, the racetrack people just, birds of a feather.
Yeah, exactly. They all came, but I think we got good ideas from there.
Yeah. There's like from there, the likes of the varieties nuts from like Temo's super clean Audi TT, which is just almost an OEM plus restoration with mirrors underneath it.
Yeah.
To going to the more wild side of it, like say the RX-7 that was made of holes.
Yeah.
That seems to be the very polar opposites of it. But then the Saab 900 that had a lot of orange peel on the paint. Yeah. But you know what? Those kids must have pulled together that whole week to put that car together. And that's what I think people need to appreciate more. It's about the effort people put in their car, not necessarily the result.
Yeah,
we all have different skill levels. We all have different budgets.
Yes.
So, maybe you are riding on a set of Linglong tires and a roller painted car.
Yeah.
But you know what? You put it on display and you stand beside it proudly. I appreciate that.
Exactly.
I can take that you've taken the time and effort out of your day to put that together just as much as, say, Petri having everything that he makes himself and learns to TIG weld and go there. And he has a very good skill base.
Yes.
But nobody's born being able to do everything.
No, and if we always expect everybody to do perfect stuff, how the kids are going to get involved, because you have to learn in the way. And I bet that Saab was actually built with love with the kids. So someone who was starting to and wanted to be on the scene, wanted to start building cars, they started with that, and they were proud enough to bring it for show.
To be there and stand beside it.
Exactly, yeah. So I think it's really, really nice. And I think that is, coming back to your first question about this sisu, I think this is one of the, where you can see this sisu mentality and this can-do attitude that even kids without knowledge, with bare minimum budget, they still want to do the same stuff, and they look up to Teemu and to Heinonen and everybody on the higher level, and
aspire to.
Exactly, and they wish that I'm starting from here, but someday I will have that. And of course,
I think you mentioned Black Smoke Racing. I think that's a testament to it there, of a platform that seems to just spend more time trying to kill itself on the track, but they keep going and they keep refining it, and to their credit, it gets better every time.
Exactly, and you see where they started, how the actually car looked, and now look at them. They have 3 amazing cars. Yeah,
so, and the level of finish on them is all fantastic. And you can see it from the crowd favoritism at every event where they're at.
Yeah, exactly.
He's so down to earth and approachable with it all.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure there's a large, healthy dose of some sarcasm and so on that goes through their online media that's there. And you think, the first time I watched it, I was like, really? No, that has to be the song of my people.
Exactly. And I really like the old pictures where Stan was just driving a car with the cigarette.
He's picked a caricature, I think, and playing. I don't know, I could be wrong. Maybe that just truly is him, but if it is,
but
either way.
It's perfect. It's perfect because it brings it down to earth for everybody to...
Oh, I think we all know somebody who's a car builder or a driver or somebody that's like that. Especially I came here for motor racing originally in 2006 doing off-road stuff in basically home-built death traps. But there was still... It wasn't even garage built. It was just built at home. It's one below garage built death trap, I think. But to see those guys with blackened hands who were diesel truck engineers that were out there, and I'm trying to build a Suzuki that was as lightweight and as nimble as possible, and I'm meeting guys that have Land Rovers with Detroit diesel engines in them, and my brain is just like, Why?
Yeah, exactly.
But they absolutely love it. And then you sit around a campfire and you drink some Jalavina or some terva and discuss things, and realize it's all just that same spirit inside.
Exactly, yeah.
And not just the drinking one, but an actual like kindred spirit of,
yes,
I want to go and do this. I want to compete. I want to build something that's maybe not the best I can build, but it's the best I can do right now.
And I think that the best part is if you make impossible plans, so to say.
Yeah.
I want to build something that nobody's done, or it's impossible to do, or it's really difficult to do. And somebody puts the effort in it and then makes it happen, even though it might look like shit for the first 3 or 2 years. But still.
For the first prototype.
Exactly. It's always a prototype. So it's because somebody then, the point is that somebody built it.
Yeah.
Somebody wanted to build that, and somebody used his or her time to build it and figure out the problems that there were.
Did you encounter, because the world that you went into with cars and bikes, it's a very male-orientated world and a very able-bodied world.
Yes.
Was there much pushback for you to be?
No, actually everybody was really nice and helpful and more excited than like, you can't do this, or what the fuck are you doing here? So it was more of a supportive, and I know a guy who could help you with that, or call to this dude and you will get a discount.
Do this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's, as you said, it's always you find the kindred spirits and you get a very good group, because I didn't build anything on my own. Of course, it
takes a village.
Exactly. It takes a village. It takes a lot of good friends and people that know their stuff and can bring you help on their.
That's one aspect of Finland that I've found is different here. Is there's a very insular mentality, I find. I'm going to upset some people now, but that's nothing new to me. But in Finland, there's a lot of solo people who want to do everything themselves from beginning to end. Whereas, I guess, I want to say culturally, I'm not sure if it is a culture thing, but like in our club back home, it was very much like, I want to do this with a car, I don't know how to do that. But I know John does. Yeah. And I'd be like, tell you what, John, I'll do the wiring on your car if you do the metalwork on mine. Exactly. And there's a very much more of a sort of like, it's not 100% that way here, but I find that's not as common.
Yes.
Whereas here, there's a lot more of a mentality of like, I can do it all myself.
Yeah, and I think that in Finland, it's more like, tell me how I can do it myself. I can take some of your knowledge, but I want to try it myself. Yeah,
and also like Finland's very hard that way. Everything is expensive to do here, but it's hard to have a cost multiplier because the market is always so small. Yeah. And then the population is so spread. Yes. That, we're very fortunate to live in the Uusimaa region here. Yes. So there's a lot of, within 45 minutes there is everything from the racetrack to go testing to machine shops to create bespoke parts. Yeah, and of course the other maniacs that are into... Yeah, there's a high concentration of them here. But I remember when I was building my first show car, I was living up north in Kemppainen, and I actually built my car in 10 months outside during the winter. How did you get 10 months warm enough to work outside in Kemppainen? No, it was in the snow. Most of it was in the snow. Yeah, because I saw an ad, I think it was like after July, maybe, saying that there's going to be this Nuori Rakentaja, young builders competition in the American car and tuning car show. And I decided that that's it. That's where I'm going to enter. And I actually, you had to apply and you had to send pictures of your car. My car was stock. Yeah. There was nothing to show yet. And I was like, it's going to be great. It's somewhere. Trust the process. Yes, exactly. And I actually got in. And I had 10 months, give or take, to build it. And of course, in Lapland, and the winter starts from August. So basically rain. And lasts till June. Yeah, exactly. So basically it was done on outside. I didn't have a garage, anything. I had a yard where it was asphalt. So everything was done there. And then there was various of friends coming and going, showing how to modify the body kit, and painting was the only thing that I actually bought from like a company. From a service nearby. Yeah, but otherwise everything was done. And I did all the interior leather, stitching, everything myself. Basically. This is further proving my point that everybody wants to just do it themselves. So.
I had no idea what I was doing, but it turned out to be quite great. I also sewed the leather to the steering wheel on my own, so that was horrible.
Would you do it again?
Nah. Maybe I would have someone else do it for me.
Maybe.
And I actually also learned how to weld so that I could weld the seat bases, because the new the racing seats didn't fit, of course, the original.
No, they never do.
Yeah.
Even bolt-on parts don't fit.
Yeah, exactly. Universal or type like OAM, never. It doesn't work. So yeah, I had to weld like a bracket for it. So that I also did myself, and I would also pay for that service now.
But then we're also older, and the disposable income grows a little bit, and you learn to know where your strengths and your weaknesses are, perhaps, and be like, let's come up with this. I think that you say that you applied for the show to make a deadline. I have a theory that I think it's, if you want to actually do something, or it's go to a race, go to an event, go to a car show, it can sometimes be beneficial to apply and make it happen, and then you have a deadline.
Exactly.
And then you're like, okay, now I have to work to that. And then as you get closer, you'll realize the things that you can't do and the things you can, and where you're going to focus. And you're like, okay, what's the main thing I want to actually have for this event, or I have to have, depends if it's something, you can then start subtracting some of the less important parts. Yeah,
and that was actually the similar case in my case, because the welding looked shit, but I knew that the car will be displayed behind, so you cannot enter. You don't see inside that well. You're going to see some pieces, but my car is going to be between two cars. So
doors are closed.
Exactly. Actually, my door was open at one point, but for one day. And somebody actually went and put a big green alien, like a blow-up alien inside my car, and it was sitting there during the show. I don't know who it was, but it was good. It was hiding there. It was
hiding the less savory parts.
Yeah, and of course, I knew that I wanted to have cool interior lighting and everything, lighting in the car, but I knew that it's not going to show. It's going to be really bright lights on the mesokeskus, so I didn't bother to do it before the show. So I was concentrating on the exterior, make it look good and seamless.
And it was
nice. Of course, now when you look back, it was the style of that era.
Yeah, but the thing
I was 17 years old.
So you were only 17 doing that?
Yeah, because I got my driver's license at 17 years old. So I think I turned 18 right after the show.
So I think basically on that, next person I need to try and contact is Petri and try and get his angle on it and see what was he doing in the early 2000s. Yeah. I think he had an Opel, if I remember rightly, him telling me.
I think it was something amazing.
I'm sure it was. Yeah. All of us had amazing cars then.
But it's also, I saw my old car just a couple of years ago, and it was ruined. Like everything that you can get off it was sold, and it looked horrible. And the guy said, "Do you want to buy it back?" And I was like, "No, no."
See that chapter of my life?
Yeah, exactly. It was a nice car, but it was a 1.4 petrol automatic. South Cordova, so it wasn't a rocket, and I did nothing for the mechanics of it. So
that was the other thing.
Yeah,
a lot of people seem to look back at like things were built fast then. So many things were just base level 1.2s.
Yeah, exactly.
With a body kit and a set of wheels.
And I think that it was the like my reason for it was that I didn't have money to update it. Yeah. Also, I bought the card as new, so it was brand new. I didn't want to like savage it, and I didn't have knowledge of buses or anything that I didn't want to touch it. And of course it was fairly new technology, so you couldn't even buy anything like homemade to that. So and then I just thought that the car is low, I'm gonna be riding slow either way.
Low and slow.
Exactly. So I decided that the 1.4 is
is enough.
It's enough. Yeah, and it was.
And I think a lot of people need to realize that as well. So like, you don't have to shoot for the moon.
Exactly. And,
It's good to have a target up there.
Yeah, but and in Finland you can't drive that fast, and the roads are shit at time to time, so you're gonna just crash your car.
Yeah, we can look at the front of my car, and that will be testament to how the roads are now.
I was just about to that. I'm gonna take a picture of your car and draw
No, please
it.
don't.
But
I can give you a straight picture to draw.
Yeah, or maybe I'll draw it with the.
There was a battle with a supicora and I lost.
Oh yeah, those are bad. I once had a fasaani.
Pheasant.
Pheasant, yes, that scooted under my car, right in front of me, and yeah, it makes a bad.
It does a thing.
Yeah, you could definitely see that there's a pheasant
in there. On that heartbreaking notion. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
And let's see if we can make some more of these.
Yes.